Hi, so a very brief introduction to the tapping points. And this is not going to be too long. I just want to run you through the tapping points if you're trying to get this as a home practice and you want to run through. So we start with side of the hand. This is where we introduce our setup statement and we tune into whatever it is we want to release, whatever it is we're feeling, usually a negative emotion. So it's a very gentle tap with 2 or 3 fingers. And we tap through our setup statement. For example, even though I'm feeling all of this overwhelm, I love and accept myself anyway. And it could be that you just say, I'm working on accepting myself if love feels too much. Even though I'm feeling this overwhelm, this anxiety, this fear, whatever it is that's going on, we tap here while we say our setup statement 2 to 3 times. Next point is crown of the head, and it is where we would imagine crown chakra to be. Just tapping on the side of the head. Some people have the 2 hands. I tend to do 1. Just tapping on the crown of the head. Very gentle. Again, there's no pain. There's no noise. Just soft and gentle. Inside of the eye. The next point is the inside of the eyebrow here. Just tapping on the inside of the eyebrow. I tend to use 2 fingers. Again, it's really gentle. I could do this for ages without there being any kind of pain. Outside of the eye is the next tapping point, just side of the eye, under the eye. And this is linked to the stomach meridian, so digesting issues, digesting food. Some people find that they're really drawn to this one. So this could be what I call an emergency EFT tapping point, where you just tap on one point, just tapping under the eye, under the nose now. This is actually a junction point, so not a meridian, but tapping under the nose. There is obviously only one hand here, onto the chin, just tapping on the chin. If you notice, the points go top to bottom, apart from the first point on the side of the hand, the top to bottom. And then collarbones, the only slightly tricky one, you can't see, it's where you just, it's just under the collarbones, where you were to hunch up the collarbones and you see. And again, this is my emergency tapping point. Sometimes I use this point on its own. It's very gentle. It can work with the breath. It can be something when you've just got a feeling coming up and it's really bubbling up, overwhelm, emotion, anxiety, panic. This is a great point just to tap on and maybe just say the name of whatever the feeling is. Maybe just tap here. Next point is under the armpit, and it's where the bra strap would be if you are a woman and wear a bra. If you wear a bra anyway. Side of the body. There's some other points I might add in a one-to-one session, but I'm going through the basic recipe right now. And I do add the wrist point because this is, again, covering all of the finger points. We use this in nausea for anti-sickness, so we're quite familiar with this EFT tapping acupressure point, side of the hand. Through the finger points. Now, I sort of pinch on the end of the fingers. Some people do it on the side of the hand with 2 fingers, like that. Seen that taught quite a lot. But I like to move through the fingers, tapping on the side of both hands, finger points. And my cue, my verbal cue, is usually just finger points. And so we work through a few taps at a time. And then we would come back to side of the hand, tapping nice and gentle. So maybe if you followed through that sequence with me, you've actually felt a bit of release. It's quite a nice thing just to practice without having any big overwhelming feelings. You can't get it wrong. There's no issues if you go in the wrong order, so don't worry about just getting going. And once we've done the side of the hand point, if you remember top to bottom, moving down the body and then through the hand. Those are the tapping points.